Hey everyone, Evelyn here, and today I wanted to share with you um, some fragrances that I think are pretty awesome for Valentine's Day. These are fragrances from my collection. I'm on a no-buy in case this is your first video of mine that you're watching, and of course my glasses are foggy. I picked this group of fragrances, which I believe totals to 7. I was shooting for 5. I didn't quite get there. Really, the only criteria was I need to love them and Kyle needs to love them, or at least like them. And so some of these might be considered cute or maybe more, I don't know. There's a lot of cute fragrances here. If you're looking for deep tracks, I don't have too many. I've got hits. But there might be a surprise or two. Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's talk about some perfume. So the first one up is my beat up bottle. I have a few bottles of this, I'm not gonna lie, and this is actually something I got on Mercari, so it was pre-loved. This is Britney Spears Fantasy. I will insert bottle pictures and notes on the screen. Just because I get excited. I talk a lot with my hands, and I don't know if I'm going to do these bottles justice showing them up close like that. So this, I've got another monitor here with all the notes and everything. So if you see me looking over there, that's what's happening. Okay, so I really do know these notes quite well. This has a lot of white chocolate, lychee, there's kiwi in here, and I know there are flowers, orchid and jasmine, it says. And the base notes are musk, woodsy notes, and orris root, which I believe is related to the iris. So, and there's quince. Okay, I think that's everything. Yep. Now I have the older bottle, and you can tell it's the older bottle, the original bottle, because of the like green Swarovski crystals right at the base of the cap. That's the original. And the newer one doesn't have, maybe I'll show pictures of the old bottle and the new. The newer one doesn't have that detailing. So the original does have more, where are you at? Both the original and the new formula, I own both and I enjoy both. I think both work well for Valentine's Day. I'm particularly drawn to the original because I feel fortunate enough to have it. And it's also way heavier on the cupcakiness and the white chocolate. It's very sweet and creamy, but it still has a lot of fruitiness to it. And that's mainly the distinction between the old and the new formula. Is the newer formula, the fruit really comes to the forefront, and then the white chocolate and the cupcake are way more subdued and just very much in the background. And the newer one feels a little more tropical. And so I really love this one. Kyle loves it on me. And none of these fragrances, when he smells them, he doesn't go, "Oh my gosh, you're wearing Britney Spears Fantasy. I love that one." He smells it and he goes, "Oh, you're wearing that one. I like that one." So that's what I care about. I picked fragrances that, you know, he's gonna snuggle up to me and not be grossed out or overwhelmed, because he doesn't like very heady scents, very strong on the floral, you know, very rose heavy and just overtly floral and feminine scents in that way. He's not really a fan of those on me. But sweet things, gourmand things, cozy sweater weather wearing fragrances, he does like those, and we both love Fantasy from Britney Spears. So the next one I have is from Jessica Simpson, and this is called Fancy, and that's the bottle. And let me get this off here. There's the sprayer. turn it that way. I love the flower print on it, and this has some good usage. We love this one. This has, I'm trying to go off memory without looking over there. I know this has apricot, pear, caramel, vanilla. I want to say it has sandalwood and white florals that feel present, but they're not. To me, it's more about the pear, the apricot, the caramel. What else is in here? So pear, apricot, red berries, caramel, almond, I do get almond, gardenia, and jasmine. And then the base notes are vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. None of the, I mean, this and Fantasy aren't like groundbreaking, oh my gosh, but they're very much crowd pleasers, and Kyle loves this on me. But there's a time and place for innovation and all that, and, you know, avant-garde scents and everything. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with something very safe and cozy and delicious. And I think that's fancy. I've heard some people criticize the, they say there's a synthetic kind of plasticky note in this. I don't particularly notice that. What I pick up on is a waxy dried apricot, like, you know, dehydrated apricots. That's, or dried apricots. That's what I smell in this. And dried apricots do have a waxy feel to me from, it's been a while since I've had them, but there is a waxiness to them. And that's what I pick up in this. And I just love that so much. It's so unusual and sweet with the vanilla and the caramel. I love this. There's a reason there's that much of a dip in it. I absolutely love it. And Kyle does too. The next one is Prada Candy. This is the other caramel-based fragrance that a lot of people talk about. Prada, back it says Candy. If you have a big bottle, I have a bigger bottle, but this I'm going to use this up first. The sprayer is like right in this little disc. But there's my little baby girl, and I've used this a lot. I think this was just a 1 ounce. I freaking love this. And Kyle loves it on me too. This is just something that is warm and cozy and sexy, but I think very playful. The notes in here are very, very simple. The top note is caramel. The middle notes are musk and powdery notes. And then the base is benzoin and vanilla. I get a lot of caramel, and I get a lot of powder. It's like cosmetic powder, like I don't know, like vintage lipstick, like you know, your classic L'Oreal tube of lipstick, or if you like the smell of Coty Airspun powder, I could see you liking this as well. So there's something a little vintage feeling, a little lipsticky about it, but the caramel is very strong. It's very sweet, almost sticky smelling, and it's really good. And there's a lot of musk in here too. I do get a ton of musk, and I have a few of the flankers of Prada Candy, and that musk is in those too. It's very cozy and sexy, and this is a snuggle perfume. Love it. Okay, this is what I'm wearing right now, and it is so girly. This is Pink Sugar from Aqualina. There's the cat, so you can see that swirl, the candy swirl, and the bottle is really simple. The juice in here is yellowed, which apparently is an indication that this has real vanilla in it, so that's cool. I love this. This has a lot of ingredients. I'm gonna show it on the screen, but there's a lot in here. So Pink Sugar has raspberry, orange, bergamot, fig leaf. And those are in the top. In the heart, you have cotton candy, absolutely. Licorice, red berries, strawberry, lily of the valley. And the base, caramel, vanilla, musk, tonka bean, sandalwood. Such a cozy base. So the top is very fruity. And mostly what I get is like just kind of berries. I pick up strawberry right away. I pick up strawberry, cotton candy, and then when it dries down in a like after the first minute or two, and it's the cotton candy overload starts to dissipate, and then what really starts to come through for me is the licorice, and then that mingling with the cotton candy and the strawberry, it's very sweet. This is sticky sweet, extremely sweet. So Kyle doesn't like this when I first spray it. This needs to calm down for a little bit. And you only really need a spritz or two, but I tend to go crazy. I've had this bottle for a while, but this usage that you're seeing is from like the last 2 weeks because it seems it's like the only thing I want to wear right now. I love the strawberry. I love the licorice. The cotton candy, it just makes me want to eat some and feel it dissolve in my mouth. And then the dry down is very good, very cozy. You get vanilla, you get caramel. It's less about the fruit that is in the top, and I would say even less about the licorice. It's just cotton candy poking its head in the door every now and then to say hello, and a lot of vanilla and caramel. Really, really great. Extremely long lasting. I'll spray it and 8 hours later I'll still catch whiffs of it as I'm moving around and doing things. It is so good. And I think as long as you don't go and get in your significant other's face right after spraying this, I think they will enjoy it. Kyle does anyway. So the next one is Passione. Is that how you say it? Passione. We're going to do that. We're going to say it that way. From Giorgio Armani. And I love the bottle. I love it. There's the sprayer. It's just simple black. I like the packaging a lot. It reminds me of a nail polish bottle, which I think a lot of people have said that. I love it. This is very different from everything else. I don't think I would say this is gourmand like I would describe the first several that we've talked about. This is very fruity and kind of fizzy to me. So in Passione, the top notes consist of pear, blackcurrant, pink pepper, and grapefruit. You have rose, pineapple, heliotrope, and jasmine in the heart. And the base notes are vanilla, cedar, patchouli, and amberwood. I mostly get a lot of fizzy pear. Fizzy, delicious pear. And blackcurrant. I get a little bit of pineapple, like a little tart, kind of sour, kind of zing from pineapple. And I do pick up the florals. So this has jasmine and heliotrope and rose. I don't know that my nose is... I can't differentiate those notes to tell you what it is I'm smelling, but it does feel floral. And then in the base, there's cedar, patchouli, and amberwood, and vanilla. I mostly just get woodiness and a little bit of green in the base. So I'm either going to end up wearing this or the next one on Valentine's Day because I feel like this and the following fragrance are the ones he responds to the most positively. And yeah, Passione. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I tried to Google pronunciation and that's what it gave me. Beautiful. And I think from Valentine's Day right into spring, you could keep wearing this and it just fits because there's enough green and juiciness and vibrance to this that it can very easily go into spring. All right, this next one. The bottle and the name are kind of terrible, but still love it. And Kyle loves it too. This is, I'm sorry, this is Agent Provocateur Pure Aphrodisiac. They were going after a specific kind of image when they made this bottle, the color and the shape that it is. But, yeah, and the name is really, you know, Pure Aphrodisiac. Whoa, you know. Just looking at the notes here, this has top notes of pear. I freaking love pear, if you can't tell. It's in at least 3 of these so far. This, C, Passione, and then Fancy from Jessica Simpson. They all have pear. Pear, rum, mandarin orange. We've got orchid, tuberose, jasmine, gardenia. And in the base, musk, amber, and woody notes. This is pear heaven. And I do get a little bit of mandarin orange. This is so, so good. Juicy pear. And I think a mix of tuberose and jasmine is what I'm getting. And the base, I don't know if I get anything in the base. It's been a while since I've worn this. I might wear this on Valentine's Day, you guys. I know I just said I'd wear the last one, but Kyle really likes this. Oh gosh, he really likes it, and so do I. It is so good. And the weird thing is, it's juicy pear for the first 10 minutes, and it's very loud, and the cloud around you is pretty, you know, noticeable. And then after about 10-15 minutes, it's very quiet. It sits very close to the skin, which I actually really love, because I feel like it's just something that only he would be close enough to me. He's the only, how do I say this? He's the only person who would get close enough to me to truly savor this and enjoy it on me. And I can smell it too, obviously, but there's something incredibly sexy about that. Now, some people might look at that and think, wow, what an underperforming perfume. It's very, you know, there's no, you know what I mean? The projection is poor. I do smell it. I'll catch whiffs of it throughout the day, but you know, and it doesn't disappear. It stays quiet and just hugs the skin. And for any, you know, if your partner just leans in close and smells your neck and chest, and he'll smell it. He or she will smell it. It is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this. Ding, ding, ding. We got our winner. All right, the last one is Black Opium from YSL. I told you none of these were going to be like super deep tracks. I was giving you hits. Hopefully there were a few curveballs in there for you. But Black Opium is so likable. I've gone back and forth with this because I wore it a ton when I first got it, and then I got super burned out on this at the end of last year. And I started reaching for it a little bit last month. I just fell in love with it all over again. It is so likable, and it is, you know, what's the saying? Often imitated, never duplicated. I feel like that's this. This is so good, and so many other perfumes try their damnedest to smell like this, but I love it. So Black Opium has pear. Oh, it has pear! Am I surprised? Pear, pink pepper, and orange blossom in the top. Coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, and licorice in the heart. And in the base, vanilla, patchouli, cedar, and cashmere wood. Oh, it's so good. I do get a lot of pear, but it's not like as obvious to me as in my other fragrances here that have pear. I get a lot of orange blossom too. That's mainly what I feel is orange blossom. I get a little bit of the almonds, a touch of the licorice, a lot of the vanilla. And the coffee note is interesting to me because a lot of people really pull the coffee from this. They really very easily pick it up. I think of like coffee beans, you know, roasted coffee beans or ground coffee from, you know, a container or bag that you just opened up. You know, it's vacuum sealed. You shove your nose in it. You open it for the first time and stick your nose in. I feel like that's what I'm looking for, a very literal coffee smell, and I don't pick that up. There is something creamy and maybe latte-ish about it, and maybe it's the mix of coffee and vanilla, but to me, it's more just a sweet, creamy base that sits under a beautiful cloud of, you know, a little bit of sparkling fruit and orange blossom. To me, orange blossom is the star, and then maybe the vanilla. I really enjoy this now. Like I said, I got burned out on it hard last year. This is another one like Prada Candy that gets a lot of flack for longevity. I would say this lasts about 5 hours on me. I can go half a day before I need to reapply. Half a like work day, or, you know, afternoon or whatever. But I love it. It's so good. And I layer it with a lotion to get better mileage out of it. And this is Love by Sofia Vergara. So I have the fragrance for this, but I've found myself reaching for the lotion more, and I love pairing these two together because they have similar notes. So Love by Sofia Vergara has passion fruit, green apple, orange blossom, mandarin orange. The middle notes are Colombian coffee, orchid, coffee blossom, orris, and magnolia. And the base has praline, vanilla, amberwood, and ambrette, which is also known as muskmallow. So there are some similarities in the notes, and that's why I felt the need to layer these. Like I felt like I wanted to try that out and see. The vanilla, the orange blossom, the coffee. I don't particularly get coffee in this either. Just kind of a sweet, creamy, maybe slightly latte smell. This is really good. I do get kind of a warm amber quality, and the praline is really obvious in this. And so the sweetness, gosh, that smells really good. This is so sweet. And where I feel like the praline and the vanilla and sort of a warm ambery feeling in this are the stars. You put that underneath where you spray, you know, this. So you throw this on your pulse points, and then you spray this over the top, and they're just harmonious together. So beautiful. You have a marriage of orange blossom and vanilla wafting around all day, and then the sweetness of the praline. Love this pairing together. So good. And I would say paired together, it's more like 8 hours. But, you know, that's still not earth-shattering to a lot of people. But, hey, I love black opium. And if I can find a way to use it and enjoy it and layer it with something else to get a little more mileage out of it, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. Especially since I already own this. So, and anyway, Kyle loves this. He likes this. He loves this. And together, there's no stopping him. So, that's everything. Thanks for watching. I would encourage you to, you know, if you have any of these fragrances, or you've smelled them before, leave your feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you're going to be wearing for Valentine's Day. Maybe you're just single and loving it and living life, and who cares about Valentine's Day? That's fine too. Wear a fragrance to celebrate it and just own it and just be amazing. That's totally fine. Again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.